President, Rumuokoro Youth Council, Kelvin Nwanwa. Good morning to you, Mr. Nwanwa. You're welcome.
Good morning to you and our listener out there.
All right, let's just cut to the chase and face it head on. I'd like to start off with, what is this we are hearing about Honorable Aaron Chukwuemeka and the Obio Akpor CTC Chairman? Is there what's their relationship?
Yeah, of course. For everybody or every family, you must actually come from somewhere. And the relationship is very simple. I think the CTC chairman, the mother of the CTC chairman and that of Aaron Chukwuemeka happens to be of the same parents. But it's quite disheartening hearing people say such a thing.
So they're from the same family? They have
yeah, of course, the mom is from there, got married to a different location where the CTC chairman is her blessed memory. She's late now. And I think people are supposed to applaud the CTC chairman, which is Ambassador Chijoke Huo. You know why I said so? It is not easy for a man to stand by his word, knowing that this is your direct uncle. And because politics is involved, and you believe that what your uncle is doing is not the right thing, we are all in PDP, and have understood that what you are doing or the game you are playing or who you are following is not doing the right thing. I can't say because you're my uncle, then I have to be with you. I have to follow whatever step you're taking. It is not done. I think Chijoke should be applauded and congratulate him for standing as a man to say, or looking at his uncle's face and say, what you are doing is wrong. I will not follow you. I'm going to follow the governor of the state. So people coming to say he's playing the gallery of his uncle and he has a dark ally and all the rest of them. I mean, it's total force.
But why do you think that these speculations are coming up now?
You know, when you want to kill a dog, you give a dog a name.
Does it have anything to do with the coming local government elections?
Of course, you should know that politics is involved.
But he has not said he's running, has he?
Yeah, that is it. No, people has been calling him to come and run. Has he made any statement? Yeah, I'm taking up a call, or I want to. Has he made any statement that? People are calling him because they know the quality he possesses. As a matter of fact, for now, stand to be corrected. But for now, I don't think there's anybody who is fit for that position for now, because the capacity we're talking about, he's possessed those capacity. He's a man who has stood in.
So if that is the case, or this is the case, on which party would even anybody who wants to run to be you are a member of the PDP, am I?
Yeah, of course, we are all members of PDP, and but of course, with what is happening right now, what do we say?
Which brings me to my next question. So, will the PDP be part of this election?
I don't think PDP is going to participate in this election. I don't think so. Because why did I say so? You just know that they just concluded Congress that they went ahead to do. There is a competent court of jurisdiction that said do not conduct this Congress. And they went ahead to do that. That was exactly what happened in 2015 or 2019. Why APC was unable to field in candidate for governorship election. A court said do not go ahead. But they went ahead to do it. And when it got to the time for election, you saw it. The APC was not in the ballot. So for PDP to disobey court of competent jurisdiction, you know what that means. Forget all these things they are telling you when we get there. Because you have one man who is in Abuja who gives you, or go ahead, you feel you can do anyhow, no matter how little a court respect. That pronouncement stands. It will only take time. But I can assure you, for what PDP has gone ahead to do in the state, it is definitely going to pay back. Well, the payback time will come.
The fact that Honorable Aaron Chukwuemeka is a relative to the Obio Akpor CTC chairman, is he not? Shouldn't they have conversations, or hasn't he spoken to? Because they're all members of the same political.
Of course, if you have called your son and your son says, "Daddy, what you are doing, I am not part of it." What do you think? I don't think that for like, I think since this issue started October 30th last year, I don't think they have had that cordial relationship like they used to have. It's no longer there.
Oh, so they used to be close.
Of course, before this time, while we are all together with former governor of Rivers State, when he was the governor, we all worked together, we moved together, we did everything together. So now, the same people who work together, we all work together to ensure that the governor of the state emerged. He did. And all of a sudden, he just came up one day because one high and mighty man over there said, go and impeach him without any source of information. Okay, this is what the man has done. And he said, what has this man done? Why should I be part of this impeachment? And what he did, nobody has said, this is what the governor of the state has done. All we just have, he is not lawyer, he betray yoga, he do this one, he do that. How? At least if you say this is what, just tell me this is my fault, this is what I have done, so that I will know this is my fault. But as we speak to date, that is the question every Rivers person has been asking. What did the governor do? Why is it difficult to give us an answer? So I want to tell you that whoever you see come to the air, they say Chijioke who has done this and other. That is just a way to malign his person. And you feel when you now say he's relating to the PDP chairman and other, so those who believe in his capacity will now begin to feel what they have said is true. It is total lies. I can tell you that. I can tell you that.
Which Obio and Akpor, whose turn is it to produce the next council?
Yeah,
chairman?
talking
Is
about.
there a zoning formula for it?
Yeah, of course. You always remember when we talked about zoning, because history will always remind us these things. Remember when we talked about zoning system, the then governor of Rivers State, Rotimi Amechi, after he was leaving the office, he said, let this power be shifted to the riverine. That was why Dakuku was brought there. But Wike came and said no, that there's nothing like zoning system, PDP don't zone and all that. That was how he came alongside Jonathan, his wife, former president, with due respect, brought him in and said he's the man for the job and now that. There was nothing like that. He said power is taken. But talking about that, in Obio Akpor, as I know and have followed, the former governor of Rivers State, which is the FCT minister now, was the former local government chairman of Obio Akpor. He stayed in that office for 6 good years.
And he's from which?
And he's from Constituency 1. We have Constituency 1 and Constituency 2. Okay. Where Akpor, of course, and all of them fall in. 6 years. After he finished, he never brought it to Constituency 1. He gave it back. Which is the former governor of Rivers State, Chief E.M. Wike.
Okay.
He never gave it to Constituency 1. He gave it back to his brother, Timothy Sirim, for another 6 years. Aside the numerous caretakers, he gave it back. And
all the numerous caretakers also came from.
Of course, from that their extraction. It was just what is it called? Who do we have in ours? Was it? If my memory can remember, bring me back. This, of course, the one we got was Chimene Nanta, who did not even stay in the office before his demise. You understand me? So after that, he gave to Timothy Sirim for another 6 years. Now, after Timothy Sirim finished, that was where Solomon Eke came in, who's of course commissioner for power now, and he only ruled for 3 years. He was removed. Of course, the Lord and the Master we have will always be the one to decide what happens for no reason. And that was how Barrister George Aroli came in.
And he's from?
Of course, from Constituency 1.
1 still, okay.
Which is 6 years. 6. But remember, we did 6 years, Timothy Sirin did 6 years from Constituency 2. 12 years. So now we are saying, why not to allow us to complete our own 6 years?
All right, hold your thoughts there. We'll take a short commercial. The conversation continues.
Nigeria Info. Right back after this.
29 minutes past 8. My name is Ifeemi Andrew, and I know you've been following the conversation. My guests have said quite a lot. We'll be coming to you. I know you have a lot you want to say as well, but if you've been listening, then you must have heard clarifications being made with regards to the rumors going round that the Obio Akpor CTC Chairman is working with Honorable Aaron Chukwuemeka, who emerged as chairman of the PDP following the Congress that was held over the weekend, even though that office is being questioned by many other PDP members following the court judgment that came right before that Congress. Well, would allow the courts to decide that. That's what's always been said in Nigerian politics. Let's wait and see the end product of it. But as it stands, you've heard from Kelvin Nwanwa. He's the president of Rumuokoro Youth Council and spokesperson of the NYCN, Obio Akpor. On Facebook, several comments have been coming in. Will the PDP eventually field candidates in the coming local government election? My guest says he doesn't think they will field candidates because of what the situation looks like. It might just turn out to be the APC situation in the last local government election and in the governorship election that we had as well in 2018-19, if I'm not mistaken. 2019 it should be. So would that be the fate of the PDP? What is happening? Before we went on the break, you were trying to make some clarifications. So I'll just let you finish with that before we continue. We'll go to some messages on WhatsApp. So yes, Constituency 1, Constituency 2. So it's supposed to be the turn of Constituency 1 now? Is that what you're saying?
It is supposed to be. Because, of course, we can always say, Iyendeba. They took for 12 years, consecutively, 6 years, the former governor, which is FCT minister now, 6 years he did in the office. Timothy Nsirim did 6 years. Now he got to our turn, which is, of course, Constituency 1.
So you've only had...
Just 6 years. Barrister George Arolo and Solomon Eke.
Okay, that's 6 years.
Yes.
So you're saying they're still understanding 6 years?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. So that for equity and fairness. So anybody who is agitating is at all time. Are they not from Constituency 2? They are from Constituency 2.
So in other words, when it goes to Constituency 2, they're supposed to have a meeting in Constituency 2 to share among the communities.
Among them,
so that they balance it among themselves.
Balance it, or this person, all those, share it that way, because it is in their constituency. Okay, who we are talking about now, everybody's agitated should come. It's from Oresara.
That's in Constituency 1.
In Constituency 1. So those who have gone, AK and others, is from Evo. So it is supposed to be shared among them.
Among the communities in the
that made up in that constituency. So why coming to agitate for this time, which this is for our own constituency, to share among ourselves, and you're agitating for that?
But is it not surprising that, I mean, we don't even know candidates, we don't even know who and what and anything, but then there's already the fight of who is going to represent who. We don't even know which political parties. We've not heard nothing. So is it not too early to be even having the convention we're having? Yes, we know that the local government election is supposed to be October next month, October 5, according to what Risiek and the state government has said. Unfortunately, the preparations doesn't look like we're even having anything that would make us look like, okay, this thing is happening then, despite the assurances that we've had. So is it not even too early for what we're seeing now? It's our turn. It's their turn. It's not my turn. It's your turn.
This is where we are right now. If you ask me, ordinarily it's not supposed to be like this. By this time, we're supposed to know, just like we used to have in the past. By this time, we were supposed to be campaigns everywhere and all the rest of it. But you see, in politics, the game will always change. If you remember, the Simplify movement will always tell you that we know what you know. Of course, we all work together. We know what you know, but you do not know what we know now. That is it. Because if you feel you know what we know, because you cannot know because you're not a member of Simplify movement. That narrative, that system we have used in the past, which of course the FCT minister has used, all this game he plays and all that. We are the field worker, we are the field marshals. He gives directives, we carry out. So we know what he knows.
In other words, you are admitting now that there were some directives that was given and that were carried out in past elections. Of course, as a PDP, that led to the emergence of many.
We are all PDP members who have always worked for PDP, for the state. PDP has always been in control of the state. So from 1999 to date, PDP has been in charge. Is it only one man game? No, somebody will always, people will sit at the drawing board, draw the plans, and of course.
Is the PDP still in charge
of the state?
Should it even be a political party affair? Because it looks as though we have members of political party blindly follow, like you said, it's directives. So nobody questions the directives that come to know whether they make sense, whether they would serve the people, whether the directive is right or wrong. It's simply just a directive has come, it's the party we follow. Is it a cult or a political party where people should be able to express their interests and views?
Of course, people have to express their views. And that is why you see, in every election, you know that there is no one sole candidate. People must come out.
In the last election, who did the PDP work for? Who did the food soldiers? Which directive was given? And what did the food soldiers
Of course, you know, like so many persons actually came out to vie for this position as the governorship.
No, for presidency. Let's start with that first.
For presidency?
Yes.
Of course. The PDP in the state, led by E.M. Wike, worked for Mr. President Tinubu.
That was the directive that was given.
That was what the directive
was.
That
directive comfortable with the foot soldiers, in quote, like you said?
Of course, he was the leader of the party. As I said, he has given directives.
So does it not bring back the point we're making that it looks as though in the political parties, people don't have a mind of their own?
By the time we will look at it and everybody will sit and make our points. Of course, the leadership will always come up and say, this is why we think it is like this. And once the directive is given,
so everybody was comfortable with the directive.
Even when we are not comfortable,
you would carry it out.
What do I know? What do I have to say?
Okay.
And that is why we are where we are now. That is it. So how come a man you have said we should work for, the governor of the state, an interval of 3, 4, 5 months, you said he's no longer good, he should impeach him or he should leave. Why? And we said no, PDP has come to stay in the state.
Why was this directive not carried out?
No.
According to your...
Yeah, of course, he's no longer the leader of the party in the state. So you don't give such directive and you expect us to carry it. The governor is the leader of the party in the state. I don't know if you're getting what these two things now. He was. But right now, he's no longer the leader of PDP in the state.
So if the governor
as far as the constitution of PDP is concerned,
if the governor now gives any directive, whether it's okay with you or not, it will be carried out.
No, of course, we have to also look at and of course, this governor will have not just give any hard directive. And of course, you have seen his antecedent. He's a very peaceful mind. Of course, he's a governor that is well orientated, who knows the plight of the people. So he doesn't just come. Do you see him talk anyhow? He doesn't. He knows the mind of the people, and that is why. You see, this simplified movement you see is not just PDP. We have APC, we have PDP, we have Labour Party, we have all manner of party come together and say this man is a good man and we are strongly behind him. So it's not about PDP affair. And that is why I tell them what we know now they do not know. So you can imagine where every party has come together to say, we love this man, you cannot do anything to him, we'll stand by him. Will he work? So whatever they are doing is, they are just doing whatever they feel their paymaster is telling them to do. But we are all in this state. We are all in this state. We will see where it will end. As far as I'm concerned, the governor of the state will finish these 4 years and go for 2027 because, of course, Wike himself contested for second term and he won. So we are the grassroots. When we get there, we will know, of course, we will cross there because you can imagine a statement a former governor of a state, a minister, is making. And security agents are doing nothing about it. And that is why you see. Now look at what has happened at the office of APP. Why going to shoot somebody? Who has done that? Is police not supposed to sit up to this occasion and know the brain behind all this? Why? Is it supposed to be so? Because you perceive that these people want to contest through this platform. They want to go and destabilize the system, the party.
Are you saying that what's happening with the APP is there is an
undertone?
There is someone behind somewhere.
Of course, there should be. There is.
But is it really true that there are individuals that want to leave the PDP and work with the APP as a platform, perhaps to even contest in the local government election?
Now, you know that, like I said here, that there is a court order that told PDP not to contest this go ahead with this Congress they did. So if you who want to contest an election for local government and you decide to go to PDP to go and pick a form, what will you be doing to yourself when there is a court order? So if you have interest to contest, you have no choice than to, of course, the other parties, you can go and get form. And if you contest, you win. You go in there and carry out your legitimate function. It's not compulsory.
But why
the grassroots must be.
But why
PDP,
the APP in particular? Because this particular speculation you're making now had come with regards to the Labour Party too. Some people are saying that this, the leadership issue that came up in the Labour Party was also sponsored because there were some beliefs that, we might see people who are serving in this administration want to leave the PDP and go there and run on that platform. And then from there it went on to the APP. There are many other political parties. So why?
That's what I'm saying. Is it bad when you just like as I am? If I feel I can go to NNPP or YPP or anywhere to try my popularity, you understand? I will go there and pick this form, contest. If the people love me, they will vote me in. So it's not why they just believe if it is not what they want, it is not going to work. Why will it be so? Because they perceive people want to go to APP, you start attacking them. People want to go to Labour, you attack them. If the narrative change tomorrow, now I hear that there is SDP now. Before you know now, SDP issue will start there. Why is it like that? The state belongs to every one of us. And nobody, I keep saying it, nobody have monopoly of violence. Because if everybody want to become violent, the state will not be conducive again for every one of us. So please, I'm using the medium to call the Commissioner of Police, including the IG of Police, to look at what is happening in the state. Or does it mean the police is no longer working?
All right, 0817-923-0002 is the number to call. 0817-923-0002. You can also call us up on 0817-923-0003. 0817-923-0003. All right. The WhatsApp number is 0809-030-6416. We are live on Facebook at Nigeria Info 92.3 PH. Iro Egbu on Facebook says the governor will succeed. Rivers people are solidly behind him. Kadidus Ape says, for me, joining APP will be the best decision this administration will carry out to dismantle the so-called weak PDP structure. A PDP party is a well-known party with quality, so they must field their candidates. Wisdom Peter saying that. All right, we'll see. We're looking forward to it. October 5 is not far away. Mufasa from NTA Road, we'll start with you. How is the PDP going to handle this? What's happening? Good morning, Mufasa.
Yeah, hi, Andrew. Good morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, good morning to the gentleman in the studio.
Good morning, sir.
Well, my concern is what is happening in Obio Akpor. I know that in politics, they say it's a game of interest. I'm also aware that they also say that it is like a principle of no contribution, no consumption. Now, the current infighting in the simplified movement in Obio Akpor as regards who should come for chairmanship and all of that, I want to find out from your guest, because I'm aware that the current CTC has contributed so much. In fact, it was more or less championing the cause during the whole, crisis that happened. I'm also aware that there are other people who equally joined, to defend the governor when some persons wanted to cause crisis in the state. But these same people who worked with the current CTC, some of them are feeling dissatisfied, they are feeling neglected by the CTC. And I think it's not healthy, because when you begin to hear allegations and counter allegations. Now, my question to your guest is, do you think it's proper for people to feel disaffectionate, people to feel dissatisfied with the leadership of Ambassador Okewo and come out to agitate? Do you think it's okay for people who are not satisfied with the leadership to come out to agitate as a leader, as a youth leader? How do you react to that?
All right, thank you. Ida from Nkoro, question is noted. We will be responding to them. Ida, yes, let's hear you quickly. Good morning.
Good morning. Good
For
morning.
me, they should do argument and follow Chijoke more. For this guy come out to fight, this is his last strength to support the governor of River State. They should leave the zoning. That is the same thing that is happening in Rumuokoro, which is doing well. And people is coming out to protest with one thing or the other. They should leave this protest and support these people, particularly under Kuki Gan. Thank you very much. God bless you. I remain on the platform.
All right, Ida, thank you very much. Gift in Yenegua, good morning.
Good morning, Andrew.
You're welcome, Gift. Go ahead.
Yeah, I want to vehemently disagree with your guest in the studio. And I will start from the aspect of when he was describing Ezebon Yesewike, my own capacity leader, who is his own leader, and even the leader of the governor that he's supporting. All these things that they are painting, doing, if not for this man, will you come up with the word simplify? Lord and Master. As a man called himself Lord and Master any day, you people are having your own simplified issues. Settle your matter amongst yourselves. Why is it that before you make one statement without mentioning the name of Ezebon Wike, you people will not rest? And if the man responds, or people like us pop to talk, then it will look as if now we are the ones causing crisis. Why must you use the word that alleged shooting or whatever that happened at that place? So you mean somebody will go and shoot a security guard, then you will point at the finger. Even this morning, there was somebody, I will not mention the name, told this same part. Are you the police? Are you commissioner of police? Are you DSS? Who will go and shoot Megad? Then you now refer. In fact, let me put it to you people. What I'm suspecting, allegedly, people will come up with this idea and at the end of the day point at using finger so that it will look as if somebody is doing something. Meanwhile, it is the same persons. So you people should just settle your matter among yourselves. When Wike was there, all this crisis was not found anywhere because the man was coordinating. Look at how you people are playing with the starting with a child's play. This
All right, Gift.
The same simplify. What is happening?
Let's go to Emeka now in Elele.
Forget about mentioning the name of Wike.
Thank you very much, Gift. Emeka, good morning.
Yes, my name is Emeka Alezi, calling from Elele.
Go on, Emeka.
Yes, I want to thank your guest that he has said it all. Regards to local government election, nobody will stop that local government election come October 5th. And I want to inform you today that we don't have PDP ESCO in River State. That is why PDP is not taking part in local government election. No PDP ESCO from the state to world level. There is court order stopping them not to conduct a Congress. They went ahead and conduct Congress. That Congress cannot stand. And I want to also comment on Ambassador Chijoke for his work that he's doing in Obio Akpor. I am calling on him that he should present himself to run for this local government election coming. Chijoke don't have any relationship for now with his uncle again. It's not working with him. I know him. He's a man that normally fights for injustice. Thank you and God bless you.
All right. Eric in Gokana, good morning.
Hello, Andrew, tell me. This is Eric. I'm calling from Gokana.
All right, Eric, go on.
You see, this is what I used to say. Before the appointment of Chijoke as the CTC chairman in Obio Akpor, I told people that he is fit for the job. He was the first person who was very supportive to the governor till today. And Obio Akpor seems to be the leading local government in all over in River State as we stand today. So he is fit for the job. The people who were not there to stand for the governor, just like in Gokana, where nobody is standing for the governor today, if people are standing for governor now and the governor decided to give them any position, people will now be fighting you. I am not from Obio Akpor, but I'm standing for Chijoke, and we need people like that in all over in River State for the governor to succeed. And people should learn from him than to fight him. He is there to defend the mandate of the governor. Obio Akpor. But we need people like this in Kokana. Kokana is silent today because we don't have Chijoke, the type of Chijoke in many of our local governments. And that is the lapses of the governor in these places. Nobody is defending him. He should be given that mandate. And nobody should contest with him. He is fit for the job and should be allowed to continue.
All right, Eric, thank you.
So that people should learn. From the beginning of the crisis in River State, he stood for the governor. He fought for the governor. And even lost resources for the governor. And that mandate should be given to him.
AK now is in Woji. Let's go to Woji quickly. We hear from AK and then we go to Promise in calling from New Road. Okay, let's hear Promise quickly. We lost the call from Eric already. Promise, good morning. From AK, I beg your pardon. Promise, go on.
Great, I guess, in the studio.
Good morning.
But I disagree with him.
Go ahead.
If you're telling me, the book constitution that years ago have gone for 6 years from 1999, and Timothy Serena came up before they gave it to the current Commission of Power. He now went to Judge Ariolo. I said also the same thing. Because even when Solomon was not doing well in the local government, the governor didn't feel that he want to change it. It's also that he's a kinsman and also he's a political leader that went to meet us and said, no, we will have to complete our tenure for 6 years. That was not what they brought George Adolo, and he has completed his tenure. Completed a tenure from a constituency 1. So I don't know why I guess we'll be coming to the studio trying to mislead people, telling them that yes, we're going for 6 years. Timothy, I'm going to. Let me also tell you.
By mislead, Promise, how do you mean? Is it that the former governor did not do 6 years and
he did it. Oh, I'm coming. Timothy is from Mebricum, from Rumeme, not from Apana. I know we are under constitution 2. But I want to tell you again that Chief Ian Wike have gone for 6 years. Timothy have also gone for 6 years. And then I also gone for 6 years.
And where is Timothy? Which constituency is Timothy Insirim from?
Is it?
Which constituency is Timothy Insirim from?
He also come from Consensus 1. Consensus 2 and 2 and then 2.
And the FCT minister is from which constituency?
Also come to Consensus.
So where's I'm trying to establish for you. I'm trying to help you establish the area you say my guest is misleading the public so that we clarify it.
I'm coming, sir. I'm coming. If he is talking about we have gone for 12 years, then I've only gone for 6 years. That they're supposed to complete their own. It does not done that way. Let me also say that about.
Unfortunately, we have to let you go now. Your point have been made on that. Promise. We have to go. Let me come to my guest, Mr. Kelvin, quickly. A few messages on WhatsApp that we should look at. And then we wrap up in under 2 minutes. Hopefully we can. Okay. Good morning. Tekena says, I do not... Okay, this is taking time to come up. Okay. We'll have to come to my guest so he wraps up. We're trying to get messages on WhatsApp, but there's a slight delay. I think the network or something. All right, you've heard the callers. Let's get your response.
Yeah, let me go to the first caller who said...
in under 1 minute, some seconds.
Who said about those who have worked with His Youthfulness, Ambassador Chioke. Yes, as a party, as a people, we have come together to say, okay, this is our steps we're going to take. We started not even knowing that the governor was even going to appoint Chioke as the CTC chairman. Nobody knew. He never even knew about it. But it was a man who stood in and said, okay, fine, this man has done nothing and we'll stand by him. And every one of us followed. We were just together. And now that CTC, the opportunity was given to him to work as the CTC chairman. And because you have your own personal interest to also vie for the position, which everybody is calling him to come, that doesn't make or mean that you have to start dividing the house. You understand me? You start dividing the house to say, is our turn. You said this, because of that, if it's not. No, we are one family. If you feel you want to vie for such position, the same position which people are calling him to vie for, which he has not said I will or I will not. It's supposed to be an in-house thing. And coming to the public domain to start saying it is our own turn, it has to be like that. It's not Chijoke anymore. Yeah, it's related to the. You want to just paint him black because you want to run for the same office. It is total aberration.
That's
so,
how we wrap things
as far as I'm concerned, I'm still using the same medium to call Chijoke who want to make himself available.
Femi Andrew.
Yes.
Stay tuned for Hello Port Harcourt. Good morning.
Nigeria Info. We'll be right back.
Oh, Janet, what are you buying there? It's oil.